Greg, I couldn't help but notice the scowl on your face as you were kind of waiting to come out. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but as you were on the other side of the cage, it looked like maybe there's some intimidation going on or some thoughts going through your head. Do you remember what you were thinking at that point?
Nah, man, I black out. You know, once I go into beast mode, it's just all about there's only one person that can walk out the cage, you know, and that's what happened. Yeah,
that was definitely beast mode. It was interesting because after your first one, we were all impressed, and you said, I didn't think it was that good. Now, 17 seconds, you know, violent finish. Are you happy with this one?
It's getting better. You know, I honestly I haven't seen the replays yet, but I honestly think I can be under control. You know, I was kind of in danger a little bit with my hands low. I felt like I can work on that, you know, just jitters, and I would call it an experience. But, you know, I'm all about plugging the holes, man, and I know my team is breaking it down right now, and I'm going to get back to AT&T and figure it out so the next time it's even faster, or, you know, there's going to have to be another dynamic for me to, you know, change up.
We talked yesterday, and you said, look, if I do get into the UFC, I'm ready. But Dana said, no, you know, even after this, he said, no, we're still going to let you develop a little bit. What do you think when you hear that?
I think bring it. You know, this is a momentous opportunity for me, man, and just to have an opportunity to come out here, fight, be a part of this organization, be a part of this show is amazing to me. So, you know, he's been very good to me, and, you know, just in my mind, it only seems right to do whatever he asks me to do whenever he asks me to do it. And I don't have a problem, especially if it's getting in the ring and throwing hands and knocking people out. You know, it's a blessing.
Do you feel you compete at the UFC, that you could compete in the UFC right now? Because we were talking about, I mean, as an athlete, you're probably already one of the best athletes if you were in the UFC heavyweight division right now.
I mean, I think I'm one of the best athletes in the world, boss man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll say that every day of the week. But I have a respect for athletes, so I would say that honestly, it's a different sport, you know, and you got to have respect in every hood you go to, every street you go to, because it's not the same as where you're from. And I would say that I think that I'm ready as far as being an athlete, but skill-wise, mentality-wise, some of these guys are out of my league right now, you know. So I'm gonna keep working, man. And when the boss man who has the experience says it's time, I'm gonna step up and give it everything I have.
And last thing for me, Greg, as your career develops, are you worried that you're always gonna have these haters? Because I'm not gonna lie, we've had people that see us online, they're like, why do you even cover that guy, man? He's got a horrible past, he's a terrible person, why are you even covering him? Are you worried that you're gonna have to deal with that your whole life, your whole professional career? Or do you feel like it's people need to let it go?
I mean, you know, there's guys out here that go their whole life, get $1 billion, become president, and hate on a person that's never been arrested, that's opening schools for kids out here. So that man's got haters. I'm really not worried, honestly. You know, all I can say is I'll be worried when they meet me and then they have a problem with me. That's when I need to change something. That's when I need to, you know, see God, see my mom, see these people, and readjust. But for right now, God bless them, and keep, like I said last time, keep watching. I'll keep proving you wrong, and I don't mind the confrontation.
As he mentioned, we get feedback just from writing about you. People are like, why are you talking to him? Why are you writing about him? Why are you saying nice things? What kind of feedback do you get? Do people actually come to you and say negative things, or do they just talk to us about negative?
They just talk to you guys.
What kind of feedback do you get then?
Actually, no, I actually got my first tweet ever. Somebody said they wanted some. It was a fan, and I told him if he sends me $20,000, I'll come through, pray for his family, handle business, and take him out to dinner or something. But other than that, you know, everybody to my face is really nice. Like I said, once they meet me, you know, it's just really hard to be. I believe it's really hard to be that way towards me. You know, you have to act out of ignorance and hate to talk about somebody you don't know and have never seen or heard or met. So,
you mentioned Trump without mentioning his name. So just to follow up, you've been around the NFL, you've been there. What kind of feedback do you think players are going to give, or what kind of stance do you think players are going to take this year, knowing all the things Trump has said about them and about other athletes and anything like that? I mean, you've been around locker rooms, you know what guys are like. Do you think it's going to be a huge thing, or do you think it'll be kind of quiet?
I can only give you my hopes, and my hopes are that they do whatever's best for them. As an athlete and as a person of conflict and controversy, I understand what happens when, you know, people are against you, people talk negatively about you and add a negative connotation to your name, and it's a terrible feeling. So I hope these guys do whatever it is in the cards for them to provide for their families and continue to do their job, because it's a blessing and they can take it away whenever they want to.
Greg, when that little bit of news came out about you know, you had left the field, football field, because of the knee injury, I think a lot of people who were just following your MMA career were like, I didn't even know he's still playing football. Can you let us know, just like, what are your plans when it comes to navigating football and MMA, and do you think there will come a time where you have to pick MMA over football and maybe let it go forever?
I mean, people that know me know that I'm a man of my word. I'm honest. I do what I say I'm gonna do. I signed a contract, so I had to finish out the contract. You know, I got to fight while I was in the middle of this contract. You know, I was just sitting. My future was unsure, and I got the opportunity right in the middle, so I was going back and forth. You know, I'd work out MMA at the top team on the week, fly back on the weekends, play the game, fly back that same weekend to go back to practice because, you know, I made an obligation into this commitment. And that's what more so I honor than the actual love of the game or anything like that, man. This is what I do. I'm a mixed martial arts fighter. I'm signed with the UFC on a developmental deal, and this is where you're going to see me, this is where you can find me. Tune in for the action, man. You know, no longer is it on Sundays.
So you, as of right now, you don't intend on signing with another football team and continuing that?
Listen, if the Cowboys or the Panthers call, brother, I'm on the way.
Could you see yourself ever, though?
Hey, you want to know something? Jerry Jones called me when I was at my place. I swear to God, called me on my cell phone when I was at my place in Maine. He said, "Did you sign Hardy? You sign your place over there?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "He was the toughest son of a bitch we ever had on this team."
Yes, sir.
Swear to God.
Yes, sir.
He said that happened.
I love it, man.
3 weeks ago.
Thank you, sir. That's the best people in the world right there, man. So if those guys call, I'm in there. But other than that, boss man, this is what I do, and I'm happy to be here. I'm proud.
Thanks, Greg.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all for having me.